Hi, and thank you for joining us for another tutorial for the SunLync application. Today what we'll go over is how to update SunLync application and how to update the SunLync database. So now what we're going to do first is show you how to log in and kind of give you an idea of what to look for when you do open your SunLync application. Reasons you may want to update your SunLync application would be to get new features that we release with the new version of SunLync. B, resolve some issues or bugs that were in previous versions. So what we'll do next is we'll open up the SunLync application. Please bear in mind that there may be some issues with my installation, so please disregard those for this tutorial. So double click the SunLync icon on your desktop or go into Start, Programs, SunLync, and then the SunLync icon here. I'll use the desktop option. And now you will get a SunLync login window. Please type in the user ID and password you'd like to log into. For this demonstration, I'll use the POS user ID. Click OK. Mind you, before you hit OK, look at the version above. It'll show the version of SunLync that you're currently using. Currently, I'm using 7.09.10. Our current version is 7.0.10.10. That's the latest build that we have available to the public. So what we'd like to do is have customers go to Help and then About. And then this will show the system version, that is the version of SunLync that you're currently running, and the database version. That is the version of the database, whether you're using MySQL Server. That's the version of the database structure that you're currently using. To make sure that these are working appropriately or as they should, usually I recommend that these match up. If they don't, at the very least, the database version should be higher or equal to the system version. If the database version is lower than the system version, a couple things could happen. A, SunLync won't run when you try to double click on the icon to run it. Or B, it'll let you log in, but when you log in, there may be new updates and new fields that were created in a new system update. So if we were to update our system to 7.0.10.10, which is what we'll try to do in a little bit here, there may be fields that have been added that aren't in a database. This information is easily copied by clicking on the Copy Info button. Once we click on Copy Info, what we can do is send an email to your SunLync technical support representative to provide them that information. So for instance, once you click Copy, that information will be readily available to paste in an email, notepad, Microsoft Word document, etc. Let's go ahead and close out of SunLync and then update the application to 7.0.10.10 without updating the database version. So let's close out. Please make sure you refer to your manager or the IT administrator prior to running any updates within the SunLync application. Doing so could make SunLync unusable. So let's go ahead and update SunLync. Double click there, and then you'll get a screen like this. This is an easier way to do an update for SunLync. So once this is open, check for updates, and it'll tell you you are about to update SunLync with a new version. Would you like to continue? Click yes. And this should actually go out and update our SunLync version to 7.0.10.10. This will actually grab the latest update that's available and update your SunLync application to it. Things to keep in mind while this is updating. If you're on version 6, what you'd want to do is actually grab the setup file that's available on the FTP. The manager or owner should have the user ID and password to access the FTP to grab that installation. But if you're on version 7, it's as easy as double clicking on the update SunLync, and then clicking check for updates. At this point, you'll just have to agree to the new EULA, the end user license agreement. Please read through this and accept if you'd like to continue using SunLync. The installation and update will continue to proceed. And voila, as you can see, current file and total progress are both at 100%, and SunLync has been updated. To confirm that, go ahead and click exit. Now go ahead and double click on the SunLync icon, and now you will see version 7.0.10.10. Alright? Now if there's new functionality in this version, it'll be available, so let's go ahead and log in. The error message that you will receive is the SunLync version you are running does not match up to the version of the database. This could result in errors when running the SunLync program. And it'll show you that your SunLync version is 7.0.10.10 and the database version is an older version. If you hit OK, it'll allow you to proceed. As I stated before, if you continue to process transactions past that error message, there may be information that's included in the new version of SunLync that will not be captured in the database. So you're at risk of losing information that may be captured. So make sure when you get that error message that you consult with your IT administrator, manager, or SunLync support representative, and we'll point you in the right direction. Let's go to help and about. And that'll also show you the system version and database version. So you say, well, what can I do to resolve that issue? And I'll show you what. Go ahead and close out of SunLync. To resolve that issue, go into My Computer, and then Local Disk C, and then Program Files, and then SunLync. There's a folder in here dedicated to updating your database. As previously stated, before doing this, please check with your IT administrator, manager, owner of the salon prior to proceeding. This is really not to be done by anyone except for those, as well as SunLync technical support employees. So double click on Database Update Utility, and then there will be a utility in here called DB Update, and that's the application you'd want to run. So once you run that, you want to click on File and then Run Script, and that'll give you options as to which database versions you want to upgrade to. There aren't many version 1 or version 2, version 3 databases out there. According to my database, I was at 6, version 6, and I am currently at version 7 as far as the SunLync application is concerned. So what I'd like to do is run the update from version 6 database to version 7. Now just to show you what will happen if you don't run or enter in the correct password, it'll give you an error message. It will say access denied for user root localhost. So that's why I said before, make sure that you confer with your IT administrator, manager, or owner of your salon prior to proceeding, because they'll need the database password to proceed with this. So I'll go ahead and enter that in. And then also, like I said, if your database isn't on this computer, you want to make sure you enter in that IP of the computer in which your database is hosted, and then the user ID and password. So let's go ahead, after we've entered the password, click on Run Script. And like I said before, we'll go ahead and do version 6 to 7. Like I said, this will change depending on what version you're on. So if you're on version 4, you're going to actually have to run this a few times. You're going to have to run 4 to 5, 5 to 5, 5, 5, 5 to 6, and then 6 to 7. So let's run that. And it'll go through. And at the end, you will see they updated the database version to 7.0.10.10. So let's close out of this and close out of this. And we'll go ahead and try to run SunLync. Now that we have SunLync open, let's go to Help and About. And as you can see here, your system version has been updated to 7.0.10.10, and your database version has also been updated to 7.0.10.10. And that concludes my tutorial on how to update your SunLync application as well as your database for SunLync. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Our number here is 866 SunLync, or you can email us at support@sunlync.com for further questions and concerns. Thank you and have a great day.